One of our house statements of the organization is we are always keen to try something new. And that's exactly what we're doing here this morning. A month ago, Ed and Kim joined Tulloch as part of our interactive media team. Ed's behind the camera, Kim's with me here today, and Kim is going to interview me. And so welcome to Tulloch, Kim.
Thanks, Mark. This is great. I'm so excited that I can join Tulloch and do this. This is a great enjoyment for me. So this morning we're going to chat a little bit about you and how you view Tulloch and some of the things that you're excited about that you see in the company.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so tell me a little bit how, if you could describe your job in 6 words, what would you say?
That is a challenge for myself, as most people would know. Brevity is not my strength. But if I had to have 6 words, it would be vision casting, team building, through servanthood leadership.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what's your story? So how did you get started here?
Well, I would say I come by it honestly.
Yeah.
So my dad started the firm 31 years ago. And while I was in high school, I got the opportunity to work on a survey crew and immediately fell in love with surveying, being outdoors, working with my hands, but also having that background in math. To me, that was a perfect match for myself. And so that's what got my start. And I went to university into geomatics engineering, so I was able to do both surveying and civil engineering, and just followed in my father's footsteps in the business.
Nice. So now that you've been here for a while, what's one of your favorite moments? Do you have an all-time favorite, or just like lots over the years?
Yeah, I would have lots of favorite moments. I've been with the organization for over 20 years now, so there's lots that have gone on. And to me, I could probably categorize that into 2 different buckets.
Yeah.
There is no feeling in the world like winning a large pursuit that you've been chasing for a long time. And so I've got lots of different memories of projects that we've won, clients that we've impressed with our pursuit of those opportunities. But then when I think of our second bucket of memories, to me it's how stories that have come out of how staff have been impacted by working here. And actually, just one of my favorite moments just happened a couple of weeks ago, where I got an email from Shelley Hall. Many people would know Shelley in the organization. And she just flipped on an email to me and said, "I love my job." And from that email chain, there was an email from Anna. And Anna's just started with us this summer in our mapping group down in Toronto. And she wrote to Shelley right before Thanksgiving and just expressed how grateful she was to meet Shelley, to run into her, to have the opportunity to work at Tulloch. Yeah. She even said, her and her mom pray for Shelley every day and for her happiness and health. And so when I get pieces of feedback from staff, those are my favorite moments for sure.
Yeah, that's priceless for sure, right?
Yeah.
Well, when you introduced me, you talked about the how statements, and we know the why statements. So can you share the why and all the how statements, and then let's talk about why is that important to the culture at Tulloch?
Yeah. So I will try and keep that. I could go on for hours. I don't know.
I'll cut you off if you go too long.
How long we have the tape. But I would say our why statement is really our purpose. That's the purpose of our organization. That has nothing to do with surveying or engineering or planning. When Mike started the company 31 years ago, even though we didn't articulate it like this at the time, we really wanted to build an organization where people love coming to work, but they also felt cared and supported for. Yeah. And so that's why we exist as an organization. The how statements, if our why statement is our purpose, our how statement is really the DNA of the organization. And we have 4 house statements. And each one of them themselves, I wouldn't say is necessarily unique, but when you put all 4 together, it really does describe Tulloch as an organization. And so we really do try and use those how and why statements to guide our decision-making every day. Who comes onto the organization, the skills that we're looking for, we're trying to look through the lens of our house statements to make sure that those house statements influence our decision making on a daily basis.
Right. So everything filters through them.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome, right? So in speaking about those, can you tell me something new that you've done?
Yeah, well, I would say there's lots that we've new. This is new right here. The fact that we're taking a leap and improving our interactive media. This is very new and exciting for myself.
Yeah.
When I think about some of the new ventures that we've been on, I mean, one that comes to my mind is our mobile LiDAR work group. We were the first in Canada to get into mobile LiDAR for transportation purposes, the first in the world, I think, to actually purchase the VMX2AH system, which is the latest and greatest system. And so technology is really a driver around innovation and trying something new in the organization.
Nice. Yeah. And so what do you love about the people who work for Tulloch?
Yeah, so there's lots of things.
Yeah.
I think first and foremost would be the caring nature that that people have. That seems to be inherent in our organization. People really do care for their coworkers and do really want to support their coworkers. And then what I think about next is the hard work and dedication. We are an extremely hard-working organization. Most people probably don't realize that, and once you're in, you realize it. But we go to whatever lengths we need to satisfy our clients' problems and challenges, and we are an incredibly hardworking and dedicated team.
That's awesome. And when it's someone who's new that's just coming in, what do they get when they join Tulloch?
Well, on day one, you're going to get a bucket of swag.
Right.
So if nothing else,
which
come
I was
and
hoping
join
you'd
Tulloch.
mention, right? Yeah.
Yes, for swag. But beyond that, I think they can really count on that caring atmosphere. If that's important to them, they'll join an organization that really cares for one another, and just have the opportunity to try new and different things. I think there's so many within the industries and the markets that we work within. There's so many different challenges and opportunities. People will have the opportunity to get a variety of experience and solve different challenges that may be thrown their way.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question for you that is not related to work.
Okay.
So we all know that you love the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yes.
If ever something should happen and they folded, what team would you pick to cheer for?
That is a tough question. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could cheer for another team, to be honest.
Just throw in the towel.
Well, it would not be the Pittsburgh Penguins, because that's who my oldest team cheers. That's who my oldest son cheers for. It would not be Pittsburgh. It's either the Leafs or no one. I'd be done. Yeah.
Okay, well, that answers that question. Yeah. Well, Mark, thank you so much for this opportunity to be here. I love that this is a neat new challenge for me, and I'm super excited to be able to get to know everyone here at Tulloch and in the company and sit down and have a conversation with you about what you do and what you love about working here. So again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Kim.